I caught my wife holding hands with another man at the mall. She said, "It's none of your business." Then I showed her the photos. She panicked and refused to show me her messages. That's when I knew. She cheated. I never thought I'd be the guy telling a story like this. I always figured stories like these happened to someone else. Someone careless. Someone clueless. But not me. Not Jackson. Not the guy who did everything for his wife. Abigail and I had been married for 7 years. We met back in college. Young, wild, and madly in love. Or at least, that's what I thought. Over time, things naturally got busy. Work, bills, family responsibilities, you know how life goes. But despite it all, I believed we were solid. Or maybe I just wanted to believe that. A few weeks ago, it was just a regular Saturday afternoon. I had plans to hang out with a couple of my buddies at the mall. Nothing big. Just grabbing some coffee. Maybe check out the new tech store, shoot the breeze for an hour or two. While we were walking past the food court, something, or rather someone, caught my eye. It wasn't the usual glance. It was one of those moments when your brain doesn't process immediately what your eyes are seeing. There she was, Abigail, sitting at a corner table. Not alone. Sitting across from her was a guy I didn't recognize right away. He wasn't just some coworker or a casual acquaintance. No, they were sitting way too close. Their hands, clasped together across the table. Like teenagers on a date. Like, strangers don't hold hands like that. For a few seconds, I just stood there. Frozen. Not in shock, just confusion. I even blinked a few times thinking maybe I was seeing it wrong. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was someone who just looked like Abigail. But no, it was her. I pulled out my phone. Hands shaking. Not from anger, not yet. Just disbelief. I took a photo. Then a video. I zoomed in. Her fingers were intertwined with his. He smiled at her. She smiled back. They were talking softly, leaning in, completely unaware of the world around them. Including me. I didn't approach. I didn't yell. I didn't cause a scene. I just walked away. My friends noticed I had gone dead silent. "You good, man?" one of them asked. I just nodded. "Yeah, I gotta head out." I drove home. The entire ride, my head was racing but also weirdly numb. I kept asking myself, what the hell did I just see? Am I misinterpreting this? Is there an explanation? Maybe it's a misunderstanding, but no matter how I spun it in my head, holding hands wasn't something you did with an old friend. Not like that. When I got home, I sat in the living room. Just waited. Pretended nothing happened. A part of me was hoping she'd come home soon. Maybe she'd walk in, explain everything, and this nightmare would just evaporate. But she didn't come home for another couple of hours. When she finally walked through the door, I noticed something immediately. She was happy, almost glowing, smiling like someone who had just had a really good day. I played it cool. "Hey, where were you today?" She shrugged casually. "Just out, running errands." That's when I dropped it. "At the mall?" I asked. Her face changed, but only slightly. She didn't panic. Not yet. She just said, "Yeah." "What? Who were you with?" She paused. Then, as if annoyed by the question, said, "Jackson, it's none of your business." None of my business? Something inside me snapped, not in rage, but in clarity. Without saying a word, I pulled out my phone, unlocked it, and held it up. Played the video. Her smile vanished. Her whole posture changed. She stepped back, eyes darting, trying to figure out what to say. That's my ex," she finally stammered. I just met him to catch up. That's it. Asterisk catch up? Asterisk holding hands? Seriously, Abigail? I said, my voice steady but cold. Explain that to me. She opened her mouth, closed it, looked around like the walls might give her an answer. It's not what you think. Fine, I said. Then show me your phone. Show me your WhatsApp messages with him. Her response told me everything I needed to know. She clutched her phone tight against her chest. No, I'm not showing you. I don't have to. That was it. That was the moment. The instant when denial faded and reality hit me square in the face. She cheated. The silence in that moment was heavier than any shouting match could have ever been. Abigail stood there, clutching her phone like her life depended on it. Eyes darting, breathing uneven. I sat down, leaned forward, elbows on my knees, and just stared at her. So that's it. I asked quietly. You won't even try to prove me wrong? She folded her arms. Jackson, I don't have to show you anything. You're overreacting. It was just lunch with my ex. We were catching up, that's all. Catching up? I repeated slowly, nodding. Right? And holding hands is just part of the catch-up package, huh? She looked away, biting her lip. You're blowing this out of proportion. Am I? Then unlock your phone. Show me I'm wrong. Her response was instant. No, you don't get to invade my privacy just because you're insecure. At that point, any hope that this was just some weird misunderstanding died. Right there. I stood up, walked over to the kitchen counter where my keys were, and said, you know what? Don't bother making dinner tonight. I won't be here. Jackson, where are you going? Her voice cracked a little, Not guilt, not sadness, panic. Pure panic. She knew. She knew the thin little lie she'd been holding together was already falling apart. Out, I said. And don't wait up. I grabbed my keys and left. No yelling. No crying. Just clarity. I drove for about an hour with no destination. Just thinking. Processing. The memories started flooding in. Every time she was distant. Every time she brushed me off. Every time she was busy with work or too tired to talk. Things I'd ignored. Things I'd brushed off because I trusted her. Because that's what marriage is supposed to be. I pulled into a parking lot by the lake where we used to go years ago. Funny how a place that once felt peaceful now just felt hollow. And that's when something shifted in me. I wasn't going to beg for explanations. I wasn't going to sit in misery wondering what I did wrong. No, she made her choice. And now, I was going to make mine. The next morning, I woke up early. I didn't even wait for her to wake up. I opened her laptop. Yes, we shared that. No password. I went through the browser history, social media logins, emails, and there it was. An old email thread from months ago. His name popped up multiple times. Flirty messages. Conversations about the good old days. Talk about missing what we had. There were even receipts for a hotel from 2 months back. That wasn't a lunch. That wasn't coffee. That was an affair. She'd been lying for a while. I just hadn't seen it. When she finally woke up, I was sitting at the dining table with the laptop open. She walked in, still half asleep, and stopped dead when she saw me. What are you doing? I didn't say anything. Just turned the laptop toward her. Showed her the emails. The receipts. The timestamps. Her face went pale. She sat down slowly, didn't even try to make excuses this time. Jackson, I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake. Oh, really? I said, keeping my voice even. A mistake? Abigail, this isn't a mistake. This is months of choices. Choices you made while lying to my face every day. She buried her face in her hands. I'm so sorry. I swear it didn't mean anything. I was confused. We've been distant. I felt lonely. Don't you dare try to make this about me, I said, standing up. You had a choice. You could have talked to me. You could have worked on this. Instead, you chose to sneak around. Hold hands in public like some high school affair. You embarrassed me. You disrespected everything we built together. Tears were streaming down her face now. Please, Jackson, let's fix this. Please. I'll cut him off. I'll do anything. I grabbed my phone, opened the gallery, and showed her the photos and videos I'd taken at the mall. Oh, don't worry. I've already got the evidence. You won't gaslight your way out of this. That's when the regret started sinking in for her. She reached out, trying to touch my hand. Please, we can go to counseling. I don't want to lose you. I pulled my hand away. You should have thought about that before. You lost me the moment you said, it's none of your business. I walked to the bedroom, pulled out a suitcase, and started packing my stuff. I was done. But as I zipped the suitcase shut, a thought crossed my mind. She humiliated me in public, made a fool of me, and I wasn't going to let her walk away without facing the consequences. Divorce wasn't just the next step. It was going to be the start of my payback. I spent the next 2 days at my brother's place. Didn't answer Abigail's calls. Ignored her texts. She went from defensive to apologetic to desperate in a matter of hours. Messages like, please, Jackson, let's talk. I made a mistake. Don't throw us away. You're overreacting. It wasn't what it looked like. Please don't do this to us. It was almost laughable. Don't do this to us. As if I was the one who stepped out. While I was gone, I wasn't just sitting around feeling sorry for myself. I was preparing. Quietly. Carefully. First, I met with a divorce attorney. A damn good one. I showed him everything. The photos, the videos, the emails, the hotel receipts. His exact words? You've got more than enough. Second, I opened a new bank account in my name only. Transferred my direct deposits. Locked down my finances. We didn't have kids, thank God, but we did share a joint savings account. I wasn't going to let her dip into that while she cried fake tears. Third, I let her family know. Her parents, her brother. I didn't sugarcoat it. I sent the photos and the receipts. No angry rants. No dramatics. Just the facts. Thought you should know why I'm filing for divorce. The shock on their end? Immediate. Her own father texted me. I'm sorry, Jackson. You didn't deserve this. Her brother called me and said, I don't even know what to say. If you ever need anything, man, I'm here. Turns out, they were as blindsided as I was. The final step? Public clarity. Remember that mall where I caught her? Well, turns out a few mutual friends had seen her there too. Word was already spreading. But just to be sure, I posted something simple on my Facebook page, the one all our friends and family followed. To anyone wondering, yes, Abigail and I are separating. I caught her holding hands with her ex at the mall, lying to my face, and refusing to show me her messages. This wasn't a mistake. This was a choice. I wish her the best, but I won't be second to anyone. No drama. No name calling. Just the truth. Let her explain that to everyone. When I finally came home, she was sitting on the couch, looking like she hadn't slept in days. Her eyes were swollen. Makeup smudged. As soon as she saw me walk in with the divorce papers in hand, her face crumbled. Jackson, please don't do this. Please, we can fix this. She stood up, walked toward me. I made a mistake. I swear, it didn't mean anything. I ended it. I'll do anything. Please don't leave me. I set the papers on the table. It's already done, Abigail. I talked to the attorney. The paperwork's ready. Sign it. She broke down, sobbing. No, 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 no. I love you. I don't want this. I was stupid. I regret it, please. I didn't yell. Didn't comfort her. I just stood there and said, you should have thought about that before. You didn't just cheat on me. You destroyed us. And now, you live with that. Her knees buckled. She collapsed onto the couch, shaking her head. Please, Jackson. I swear. I was stupid. I'll change. I'll do anything. I picked up my suitcase. Looked her dead in the eyes. No, Abigail. I'm not your backup plan. I'm not your safety net. You chose him. And now, you get to find out what life without me feels like. I walked out, closed the door behind me. And just like that, 7 years ended. Not with a fight. Not with screaming. Just with silence. A few months later, divorce finalized. I kept the house. She walked away with almost nothing since I had the evidence to protect my assets. Her reputation? Wrecked. Her own family barely spoke to her. Mutual friends distanced themselves. Turns out, people don't respect cheaters. As for me, I moved on. Got therapy. Focused on myself. Spent more time with family. Hit the gym. Took a vacation solo. Something I hadn't done in years. And Abigail? Last I heard, her ex wasn't interested in anything serious. Just like always. She tried texting me months later. I miss you. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Can we talk? I didn't reply. Not a word. Because sometimes, the best revenge is no longer caring. I appreciate you watching till the end. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more content.